on the last video.
Shut up! Fuck!
And so it continues. Well, thanks for, not killing me, I guess. Good, punching. Definitely was up there. If I had to compare yours to other people, I'd say you did pretty good. I didn't mean to shoot. Thought I had to reload still. Wasting shotgun shells all the time. All the time. I'm gonna leave. Good talk. Had a lot of fun. Got more blood.
At least one skull escaped Virgil's wrath.
Huh. Which skull might that be? Was that skull John Hampton? Sean Hampton? I changed the name to John.
The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far.
No, probably someone else. There you go. Well, I can go that way. Looks like I do want to go that way. But what about over here? Looks like both ways are kind of the way to go. I guess I'll teleport. This might just be like a side area, maybe. Don't really see much at all. Actually, this looks like a dead end with not even any shillings. It's like, what's the point if there's no shillings? Oh, here we go.
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
He's just a big boy. He had a lot of blood to give. You know, people are like, I got a lot of love to give? It's him with blood. Didn't you take science class? Obviously, jeez. Okay, this was the other way, because I remember I left that. So this was just an alternate route to go to the same place. Huh. Alright. That's fine. I'm coming. Are you alive? Oh my.
Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
Oh.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Interesting. Hey.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reid. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Thank you.
Why was that creature after you?
Virgil is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scowl.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
And they're big.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
I want to join them.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Scowl. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you, she is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Huh. Secret underground vampire groups. Cool. Hello? Are you okay? Aw, what's wrong, buddy?
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
What?
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Okay, but do you think that if I gave you 20 bucks, what would you give me?
Eternal gratitude for your protection, Master.
Awesome, cool.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
No, I'm not qualified. Sorry. This person's super dead. Hello? Yo, you're a man not wallowing in sadness.
Oh, Bridget allowed me to wander above some years back. It was unpleasant.
You guys are kind of like the, were they called Nosferatu? Or was that just the name of that one guy? But like the sewer vampires from, you know, the old vampire lores, like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, you can play as them. Kind of like them. Like the fucked up ones. Interesting. Hey.
Your place is not here.
True, it's at a hospital.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Negative. A lot of unknowns. Hey.
Your smell is enticing. So sweet of blood.
I know, don't I? Hey, Harriet. Yo. Thanks for that sturdy blood sample. Ooh. You have stuff. Where is this here? Is this around here? Supremate? Yeah, thanks. It is no coincidence that Ekans is the most eminent and most numerous of all Pokemons. Econs are the true aristocracy of immortals and, if I may add, they are the only ones able to stay at the top of the food chain. Everywhere I traveled, I only met Ekons assuming mortal lives and forming an immortal society. Ekons are the most human, most clever, and most educated of all vampires. Don't get me wrong here. I have nothing against more exotic species like Volkid who share the gift of immortality with us. Most of them can prove useful if properly canalized towards a clear goal. I don't know if I said canalized right. I've never seen that word before in my frickin' life. But they lack the most important trait of all, the ability to mingle with mortals without being spotted. Therefore, the Ascalon Club should only accept Econ of the highest lineage as member of its inner circle. Depending on circumstances, Volkids could be accepted as war dogs or hunting hounds, as long as they obey our laws. Luckily enough, these lesser cousins have a natural tendency to submit and obey their masters. From The Law of Ascalon, by Lord Redgrave Founder. Thanks. Well, you know, it's nice to see you're kind of alive. Talk to me.
Hello, Harriet. Do you recognize me?
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
Yeah, reasonable. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I can't see. I can't move. My body's burning. I feel as if I'm dying over and over again.
Damn.
Have you tried to eat or drink something?
People here tried to feed me, but I'm just not hungry. I don't have the strength.
It's kind of redundant, but
Does the pain ever stop?
It is not pain I feel. It's like I can't stop feeling every inch of my body. But at the same time, each muscle and bone is the wrong place.
weird.
Your room, the blood. What brought you to fake your death in such a gruesome fashion?
To see if I would be mourned.
Huh.
Why flee with Sean Hampton?
It's always a pleasure to see a saint fall to sin. But the coward still won't kill.
Do you take pleasure in causing so much pain and sorrow?
Nobody gave a damn about me. Not a tear shed. Poor Harriet. Always the discarded.
Well, your personality is asshole.
Why did you come here?
And why not? This is where I live now. Leave me be.
Will you respect old Bridget's wishes? Will you obey her?
Bridget is kind. She only needs to keep me fed and I'll be good.
So you desire to stay here?
Yes, I'm with my own kind. Birds of a feather, so to speak. Poor Harriet. Always alone.
Well, you said as long as she keeps you fed. I thought you said you can't eat. Eh, whatever. I have an important question.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
We're both undead. It's kind of fucking weird.
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Who was that man? The one murdered in the street?
He used to be my landlord. I lived here for many years before falling ill. Oh, he was an awful man. Disgusting and cruel. So cruel.
I don't think she's lying. Yeah.
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again. And it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reid. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
Weird. Huh. Oh, hey. So there is another... Oh, hey.
Have you found the answers you were looking for, young Ekon?
There is too much left unanswered. So many questions.
Get to know us, spend time with us, and I may be willing to answer more questions.
Do you like those?
Your diction, your words. You do not carry yourself like most Skulls I've encountered.
True. I'm not like most Skulls.
You were once someone else. What happened to you?
It is as sad as it is long, young Ekon, but it will remain mine.
Can I be of service to you?
We ask but one thing. Reveal to no one our secrets. Do not betray us.
That's reasonable. I mean, I'd ask the same.
For how long have you been in hiding here?
Skulls have been hiding under London since vampires first entered the city.
Where did you hide before the sewers?
We claimed ancient tunnels, forgotten caverns, catacombs. We are Skulls, groveling beneath the feet of our makers.
Why do you live here, amongst filth and vermin?
Live! Here we hide.
What are you hiding from?
From the guilt, the shame, from the hunters and the light. And of course, our past.
I mean, it's pretty reasonable. It's the cheapest way to do it, too. Considering I doubt you guys have a lot of dollary dues.
Why don't you leave the city? Hide somewhere far from the Guard of Priwen, the Ascalon Club.
We are the Sewer Skulls. This is our domain. We have run as far as we can, and now we hide.
Your cheek is kind of freaking me out, though, I gotta admit.
What manner of creature is Harriet? She is different from everyone else.
I really don't know. I'm not even certain she is a Skull. I've no idea as to what blood made her.
What is a Skull, in fact, in your honest opinion?
The progeny of a vampire, disavowed by her maker. Perhaps a fruitless branch of a noble tree. A word used to enslave us. I cannot say.
You mentioned that vampire blood has tremendous potency. You believe it to be stronger than your own?
The vampire's sweet blood. That rich, dark wine that we crave. For it made us, and it can sustain us.
I thank you for your time, madam. I must go back to Hampton now.
Your kindness has been ample payment, Ekon. To protect us, I'll close the access to our hideout, but you can use our shortcut to reach Mr. Hampton's shelter. Just follow the arrows.
Okay.
Thank you, old Bridget. I hope we'll meet again.
You know, even though your cheek is really creepy, I think you're nice. And if you want to get married later, I guess it'd be kind of cool. An Ekon and a Skull getting married, having vampire babies. I don't see the problem with that. Hi.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Oh, you're the guy. You're this guy. Wait. This one. Yeah. And then, yeah. Rodney fled after having killed a member of the Wet Boot Boys. I remember because I read that note.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the colour of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Unfortunately, I have met several murderers during my lifetime. You don't look like them. I can tell you're no cold-blooded killer.
You're right, sir. At first it was just a simple argument between us. But the man had a bad fall.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Thanks to the guilt trip, Rodney. God. Dick. I'm just trying to do a good thing. You gotta be a jerk and be like, hey, if I die, you're gonna have a horrible life knowing that you're a horrible person. And it's like, wow, Rodney, real fucking nice of you to say that. Fuck, greatest man in the world, Rodney Grader. None better.
It's locked, all right.
Fuck you, Rodney. Sorry. That was really aggressive. I got opium. Fuck yeah. Okay. Anyway, I gotta follow the arrows. I'm not sure where these arrows are. Probably up here. This way. And yes, looking pretty good. Don't see an arrow yet, though. I see an arrow. Looking good now. Alright, anything in particular I should be looking out for? There are unknowns up there, but probably gonna be like... Let's see.
The vampire hunters will never find us here.
Sounds good. You?
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
Hey, smooth skin. Yeah, totally, man. Well, it looks like this is the way to go. Enter at your own risk. I am a risk taker. Kind of. I'm gonna turn this knob. It's not a knob, it's a wheel. It's a wheelie a wheel. Well, I'd say that was a pretty successful visit to the sewers. I killed a Vulcan. I met my future wife. I found that Harriet's alive, kind of. Not really. Sean Hampton's not a murderer. And this guy's dead. Oh, hell yeah, necklace. Is that the necklace? No, probably not.
It's locked.
Yo. Jesus. Can you all fucking relax? Good God. What the hell, man? Uncool. Whew. I know I gotta go that way. What? Yeah, I'm going that way. Alright. Good. I could have gone that way the whole time.
Welcome back, Dr. Reid. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reid, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
Can I have some? Looks like hot dogs. Sick moles and skulls, you have some nerve, you hide your game well.
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reid. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both skulls and the living?
For the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skal now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Also, to be fair, Mr. Reid, you can't be like that and then also be a doctor and have people trust you because you're literally in the same position.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
Oh, okay.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
She's also my wife.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of His divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Wait, what does I hardly follow you actually... Huh. None of these are like, hey, high five, and then we have a freeze frame and the credits roll? Damn. I guess this is probably the best one.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Wait, what? You sacrifice 500 experience in the process. You will heal through my blood. Spare, I envy the peace you found. Brace, I don't trust you. Interesting. So wait, turn, I can give... Dude, okay, so here's the thing. Last time I did this shit, it was really bad. Like, the outcome was shit. What exactly does this mean when you say, turn, you sacrifice 500 experience in the process, you will heal through my blood? So, I give him my blood, and then does he become what I am? Is that what that is? Because that sounds fucking awesome. Fuck it.
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism, perhaps even heal you. If what old Bridget says is true, I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your cheptel, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reid. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey His will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No.
I said kneel and drink. Now.
Feeling good? Hopefully they'll suffer in the good way. Oh man, that was intense. He got a little suck on. Good for him. Alright, hopefully that was a good idea. Probably not. Maybe I just made me a supervillain. What? Hello? Oh, no.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
Son of a bitch.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's. A birthday gift from father.
Huh.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there.
Might be a threat. Maybe. Let's look at the brooch. Yep, that's a brooch. Vampire Hunter, what do you know?
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reid, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Everything. Looks like nothing new except you.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
It's kind of fucked up.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here. There is definitely a vampire close by.
Yeah.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
Buff boys. Gotcha.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Good luck, Mr. Throgmorton. Hey girls, you see anything?
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reid.
That is a huge change of emotion.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran. But it was a man I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Hey, you.
You again? What do you want?
I just want to know if you saw anything. Jeez. I could eat you, you know.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
Oh.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Damn sexist pigs. Got what you deserved. Butthole. Where are you going?